name is Aurora Martinovich.
Hello, Aurora.
I have lived in Puna with geothermal for the last 26 years. So I will apologize to you for our frustration being expressed when we say the destruction of Puna, because I have seen with my eyes the effluent from those plants dumping on the ground and killing every plant, every ohia tree around. I've breathed it, I've been sick, I've seen my animals sick, we break out in rashes, I've been evacuated, I've had to be forced to evacuate, there's a drill rig behind my house. I applied for relocation 4 years ago, and your county, if you have any planning person here, I'd love to talk to them, has failed to recognize the toxicity or chooses to ignore the toxicity. We have a lot of new people here. In my pocket, I made 35 packets of information. I'm going to give you these. This is what's gone on between us, me and the county and you, and the general, you know, it's not for free right now, and whoever wants can have.
By the way,
Wait.
respectful call you.
Yeah, you all been trying to call me a long time, 4 years. But when you're talking
I got said, hey, Aurora like move. I said, you get the geothermal relocation fund. She liked the old appraisal. I said, Bobby, what's with Aurora? Take care of it.
Nobody's calling me. But anyway, that's not what. Anyways,
I got you.
suggestion for decrease electricity use. Tomorrow, the county receives 30% of royalties from geothermal. One of them is an asset fund that has over $2 million that's for mitigation of geothermal. I've thought of every way to try to mitigate geothermal. We worked with the last administration for a buffer zone. The county offered their bulldozers to help with a buffer zone. PGV did a sound report and said, oh, a buffer zone will only help the people close by. Well, that would be nice. And Lyman shut it down. So the only way to mitigate the impacts of geothermal is to not have geothermal or not need geothermal. We're stuck with it right now. So you don't need to go to the Philippines to find out how groovy it is. Come to my house. You can sleep there tonight and find out what life with a drilling rig 24 hours a day is. It sucks hugely. But why don't you take that asset fund money? I suggested this to Emily and she threw it away. Make $5,000 vouchers for the people of Puna to put solar hot water heating. Right then and there, they're going to cut a third of their electricity use there. If that's all you could do, that would be good. Now, if the state and OHA would do the same thing, that's a start to get off our dependence. Geothermal poisons everything it is, the water, the air, and the culture. In theory, it's beautiful. Reality, it isn't. I've asked every administration to listen to what we have to say. I've asked for relocation in '91 and offered my house. Put your air monitors there. Department of Health just pulled an air monitor out of Monte Puna Gardens. Every air monitor is on a hill. H2S runs on the ground. PG will never violate their permit because it's set up to never.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
I directed our planning department to contact you for your relocation based on Councilwoman Fairclough saying to come in. They said and then you said you wanted the earlier appraisal burst than when you first applied. We went and researched it and it was possible. My understanding is that we're trying to get in touch with you to relocate you. The fund is there, Aurora. Bobby Jean, can you get her number and call her tomorrow morning and set up a direct meeting and take care of her relocation? Aurora's right there. Fred is coming. Fred is not there.
We met with her.
I told Fred, I called Fred. Fred, where's Aurora? She's not calling back. My people have tried to contact her. That's my understanding.
He's gonna come up with a deal.
It's just a communication. We're all trying to solve it and relocate. The fund is there, Aurora. That's my understanding.
Okay, nobody's ever called me, but let me say this one more thing about relocation. We have a lot of new people here. This is for the community.
And I'm here.
Geothermal relocation. It's money that's given from PGV to the county to relocate people. 3 criteria called Rule 10. Desire to relocate. be within 1 mile and have your permit before PGV got there, which was October 3rd, 1989. Well, that screws everybody who didn't get a permit but still having to breathe the air. But here's the good news. Bobby Jean Latehead Todd she's presently in planning, but she was in Core Council. There's only been 5 homes that have been relocated. The very first home was Bud Breeze's. He asked for relocation like I have for the past 4 years and nobody's called me. He died of pulmonary edema before he could get relocation. And on this list that tells all the chemicals that are in PGV, ammonia is one of them. It causes pulmonary edema. I don't want to be the 6th relocatee and you guys wait for me to die. Wait, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead. Let me know when you follow. Sorry.
But the rest of the people need to know that even though you didn't have your permit before PGV did, Bobby Jean made a great mistake. She allowed somebody that wasn't within the criteria to get relocated. She broke the rules. Right on, Bobby Jean. Now, she set precedent. Y'all can get relocation, but you better get it before they use it as for buses and transfer stations, and then do press releases that say, thank you PGV for giving us some money. PGV did not give you that money for for public works.
The bottom line is the relocation fund has not been used for any reason. The relocation fund sits right there for
Cool.
relocation.
Cool. I have press
There's an asset
releases.
fund and a relocation fund.
I have press releases with you shaking their hand saying thank you.
The relocation fund has not been touched. There's the money there for relocation.
Emily,
It's there
that
for
is not
relocation.
true.
There's an asset fund
You have
that
not
is
touched the
separate.
asset
It's
fund.
from the asset fund, not the
That
relocation
is
fund.
not true. That
I
is
mean,
not true.
The relocation fund sits there for anybody, including Aurora,
I
for
have the
relocation.
documentation.
Bobby is right there. Please, Aurora will facilitate your relocation using only the relocation fund. That's what it's for. That's all it's for. It's not used for any other reason. Okay. So wait, hold on, no. Hey, get down here. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 here, back here. Yeah, right? I already called out the word. I had a hand here, a hand here, and a hand here. Did you have a question?